playing and I accidentally clicked out of accidentally stopped the stream, so I had to restart a new one. But yeah, what's up, guys? It's Animal Slip King back from another stream against the Bulldogs versus the Titans. Go to Bulldogs because Bulldogs is one of the teams I go for. I'll go for the Panthers, Seagulls, or Warriors, and Bulldogs. So yeah.
At Combank Stadium for the Bulldogs in 2022, and they take on another team desperate to avoid the wooden spoon this season as the Titans come to town. The Bulldogs one win ahead of the Gold Coast side, who put in a much improved performance last week against the Broncos, and they line up 1-17 as named on Tuesday by Justin Holbrook, including the return of Jaden Campbell, an interesting choice on the bench in the number 17 jumper, his first game since doing a hamstring back in round 13. And the Bulldogs, well, all changed due to the absence of Jake Avarillo due to COVID. Matt Duffy's taken off to Warrington in the Super League, so Declan Casey gets the opportunity in the fullback role today. And here comes the visitors. And Steve Blocker-Roach, always fascinating to watch this guy in action.
Yeah, I love Dave Fafita. Good afternoon to you, Brenton. Also Jake on the sideline. You just got to work out a way, 3 set plays, just to get in the football, get in open spaces. Just because you're the biggest player on the field doesn't mean you just get the ball and charge in first grade. They only scored 3 tries this season. I'm a huge fan. You've still got to be taught how to play the game. Fafita will have a big impact in this game here this afternoon. They should be fired up, the Titans.
There's 3 tries so far this season for Fafita after 17 last year. And 9 tackle busts last week against the Broncos was a great sign. And here come the Bulldogs.
Here come the doggies. Bulldogs, yeah.
Looking for their 5th win of the season. Led out by the Warhawks, Josh Jackson.
Listen, if form says anything, the Doggies were great for 60 minutes against the South Sydney side last week. A run down in the last 20 minutes of that game, but much better. There they are. 2 players that look like they're going to go at it. I hope the Doggies forward pack stick up the Burton, playing his 50th game. He's already had 16 force line dropouts, 11 try assists. Wonderful player. I don't think Big Tino will be too worried about the Doggies.
Had him in a headlock 11 days ago. As Dane Gagai went head-to-head with Burton, who's the milestone man today. Game number 50 in the NRL. What an impact he's made in those first 50 games. 22.
Then I think Tino Fasu Malawi and Matt Burton will probably go at it again today. Yeah, because 11 days ago, Tino Fasu Malawi went at it with Matt Burton, where it started from Dane Gagai.
So the Titans through Tino will hit it up first, and he's public enemy number 1, Fasur Malawi here in Parramatta. Here's Followacre. So impressive, 179 metres in just 56 minutes last week. Second hit up for Fasur Malawi. And Isaac Liu, the other middle forward, starting for the visitors. Followacre, 2 hit-ups from him as well, so it's all one-out stuff for the middles on the opening set for Justin Holbrook's side. And here's Sexton to finish off a decent first upset down to Adokar. Great to see him back. We thought last week when he limped off that he might be done for a lengthy period.
I know they would have worked it out too. That was a good first set there from the Titans, just taking on Big Tino with a couple of hit-ups. Adokar will be a target there with any sort of injury. I'm sure they'll go to him every chance they get.
Shot getting an early touch there, and the number 19 jumper playing inside of Adokar at left centre in the reshuffle with Amarillo out of the equation for 1 week after impressing that full-back role in recent times. Ball playing now for Burton, and Kaitala Mariner, who replaced Pangai Jr. in the starting lineup. So good field position here. A little glance towards Burton. He's got that weapon of the left foot and just hangs it up for the chasers. Addo Carr trying to get there, bats it back, chance here for four. Try scorer last week. Challenges the cry here early from Kyle Flanagan.
Well, Kyle Flanagan is appealing, saying that he was taken out, and he was.
Yep, Captain Challenge. What on 3 minutes?
As he was trying to chase through.
Jerry, captain's challenge. Canberra challenging the offside kick chase ruling against them. I've got Paul Vaughan. Just whether he's offside on the kick chase.
He's right on Vaughan. So chicken and egg stuff here.
Yeah, Paul Vaughan is offside on the kick.
That's an escort. So what happens
However, there was an escort from Tino Velasquez Mara. The challenge is successful.
Oh, what good! What a good challenge. Yeah, I think the last time they challenged it, they lost it too early.
It's not a bad challenge there from the young fellow who knew straight away what was going on. And Kyle Flanagan.
Very smart player, isn't it? For the IQ.
That's clever. Ooh, gee. I suppose they want to get on the board early here. It's kickable.
Let's talk about the motivation today for these players. Block, they're lowly on the ladder, but there's a lot on the line.
You want to avoid that wooden spoon at all costs. I suppose this is the bigger goal is making the top 8 or the top 4. You don't want that wooden spoon. If the Bulldogs can win here this afternoon, they'll go at least 4 points ahead of the Titans. So desperation from both sides. Good start.
So Matt Burton's taking the 2 points. So Matt Burton will get Matt Burton will get his team on the board here early by 2.
Not much in that game, so that side's shown a little bit of form. Looks like the Bulldogs will try and take the first 2 points.
So his kick led to the penalty after the captain's challenge. Going at around 72% throughout his young career. And in game number 50, Matt Burton opens the scoring tonight. It's the Bulldogs with an early 2-0 lead as we check in with Jake Tuke on the sideline.
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen. How good is it to see some sunshine in Sydney? The ground nice and dry, great conditions for some Sunday Arvo footy. The Dogs, as you mentioned, they're trying to get away from the Titans on the ladder. A win today would allow them to jump the Knights and the Warriors into 12th spot. And of course for the Titans, they have struggled of recent. They've struggled on the road. They are the only team in the NRL this year to not register an away victory. In fact, the last time they actually won outside of Queensland was round 16 last year against Canberra, so they'll be trying to turn that around today. Plenty of pride on the line.
Herbert with kick-off duties and gives it plenty of hang time. The sun a bit of an issue as well for Flanagan, who gives it to Vaughan, who dodged a bullet after the penalty was going to be given against him just moments ago. Strong running up the middle. Max King, the former Storm man.
Oh my God! Oh yes! Oh yes! Yes! Yes!
He had 11 try assists for the season. Matt Burton, he backs himself. That's his 12th. Goes straight to 12 try assists in this game. Just watch the way Addo Carr positioned himself. He's on the outside. Cuts back on the inside. As soon as he got the ball, you can tell it's going to be a try. Just watch him here on the outside. Cuts back in. Draws the fullback. Once Addo Carr gets the ball, it's 9-9 from there. He sprints away to score the try. What a start from the Bulldogs.
Went off with that glute issue last week, but he has activated the glutes today, the Fox. The scamper and put down to end a 3-game trialist drought and make it 114 throughout his career. What a luxury for Burton to just say, I know he's going to be there, and I know no one will touch him, despite the desperation from Herbert.
I've always loved big sized 5'8". You look right back to Daly,
Oh my God.
Lewis, those sort of guys. Trent
Yo,
Barrett,
chat.
This guy's the same sort of
Matt
guy.
Burton took the penalty goal, right? And on the first play they had, like the minute they kicked off, like after Matt Burton took the penalty goal, but after once they kicked it on the second play, Matt Burton just ran it.
And makes it 4 straight games.
Makes passes to Joshua Carr. Joshua Carr was away, no one was going to catch him that close to the line. So about to be 8-0 to the Bulldogs.
Left centre. And the origin decided Matt Burton didn't get him a whole lot of ball in the last quarter of that game. Showed how damaging
I'm not allowed to show you guys because I'll get a copyright claim.
and strikes another 2 points.
Because we got a copyright claim
Better than a point a minute.
a few weeks ago, so yeah, I won't be able to show you guys, unfortunately. if we could show you guys the game, then I would, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to. You would have to like pay heaps of money just to like show them like other things, because it's basically a copyright claim. So yeah, but I can tell you guys on the board first. The Bulldogs score through through Joshua Carr. So Joshua Carr gets the try from a try assist from Matt Burton. When Matt Burton took the penalty goal, and then the minute Titans kicked off on the second play, Matt Burton ran it down Joshua Carr, and Joshua Carr was gone.
Holding the hold on that next play. Bulldogs fans are liking what they're seeing for their team. In the last month or so, Preston Holbrook was worried about the offloads in the second phase they've been getting. 16 offloads a week over the past month. The clear number 1 in the NRL. There's another one.
Could the Bulldogs go back to back? Matt Burton's kind of weapon, as you guys saw, Origin 3, 11 days ago. So Matt Burton could probably be a weapon tonight, which he hasn't done one of those big bombs yet.
Can he keep it alive? The ball well wrapped up by Bo Furmore. Very important work.
For talent there, and it's a good ball running that left-hand side. It's got a great combination too. And you'll see it in this game with Matt Burton. Got them where they want it. 3 moves out from their line. The Titans roll the sleeves up with some tough stuff here.
Winger, just his second game, turning to Theta. 186 metres on debut against the Broncos, including 5 tackle busts. He's been earmarked for a while and getting an opportunity now. What an atmosphere. He's in the Coliseum today, isn't he? Tino Fa'asuamaleaui. There's great energy from the Dogs fans. And here's a bonus for the Titans late in the count.
Wait, what?
Jackson's side was all up offside.
Fa'asuamaleaui really trying to take it to the Bulldogs pack. Already 3 or 4 carries straight away to start this game. Fafita with 0 so far. Even at the back end of the
Well,
field,
somehow
for a
the
big
Titans
bloke
get a
like
penalty.
that, you need to put your hand up. Don't try and hold the line there. Get in and have a carry. Especially at the start of the game. You get yourself involved in the game early, and it really helps.
Chance for the team on a 7-game losing streak to hit back here. And off the back of that penalty, and they get some ball to Fafita. Switched to the left edge last week. Bo Furmore, who's played in that position all year, went to the right, and here he comes, and he got a little clunky with Sexton.
That's a knock-off.
Touch judge Casey Badger had the best view, and they said it was all above board. Little no lookout from Liu to Tino. And they've still got numbers left if they want to keep going that way. Sexton lines up Liu. Great one-on-one contact there from King defensively. Little kick in behind. Chance for the Titans, and they convert. This time it's Sexton getting of things. He set one up for Boyd last week, and now he's on the end of things.
Yeah, it was a nice little touch there from dummy half. A little grubber kick through. Sexton just sprinted onto the ball. Well, that looks like a clash. The ball went free into Burton, but anyway, it's play on. The grubber kick from dummy half. Playing out of position. Declan Casey playing fullback here this afternoon. Just got caught out a little bit. And they would know that. The teams do their homework so well. Sexton gets the first try for the Titans.
Beautiful kick from Aaron Booth when a number 9 has that ability. It brings a new element to your team. And it allows Sexton to score just his 3rd career try after starting every game in that number 7 jumper this season.
A bit of a worry for the Bulldogs.
Well, the Titans struck back.
Penalty. They have the Titans caught in their own half.
Bulldogs about to get 8 points to 6 now.
A little bit of luck that knock-on wasn't caught, but anyway, it's play on. As you mentioned, a beautiful grubber kick from dummy half.
Don't really disagree with you, Blocky, but I don't think it was a knock-on. I think Bo Fermor grabbed that clean and held it throughout. I don't think there's any bobble, so the referees did well to call it correct. I think.
I've been wrong heaps of times before.
Sexton adds 2 more, and it's a 2-point ball game. And that's the first career try assist for this guy. The 26-year-old Aaron Booth, who's had to be patient, waiting for an opportunity after 6 games for the Storm over the past couple of years. It's just his 2nd game as a Titan, and Holbrook is delighted with that touch.
Yeah, beautifully weighted. Out of dummy half, such an advantage too, because everyone's on side. You don't pass back to kick when dummy halves can do that sort of thing. It's a good response there from the Titans.
You know where it's at. This time he's ball playing, puts the little man under the pump. Tackle 10 out was Brimson. We saw Malawi on play 2, thought about the offload. Joint bottom with the Tigers, who play in the next game. The Gold Coast Titans. There is Fermor. And Hurley. No tries this season, just 1 try assist. It's been slim pickings out of that edge. Ball bounces. No Bulldogs able to get to it now. Ball gets water really intense. It came his way. And they were to tidy up for the Dogs. Another offload. Carr chanced his arm trying to get Waddell away on the outside. And the referee spotted a double knock on him.
Yeah, Vaughan was just there, minding his own business, waiting for a couple of plays at the back end. Here's the first knock on. Carr offloading the football to Waddell early. Just bounced off his shoulder. There's the first knock on. They couldn't clean it up or pick it up cleanly. The Titans, they'll get the football back now.
And all the hands on heads in the background as the kids watch Waddell cough that one up. First incomplete set for either side. And another opportunity for the Titans trying to turn this one around in the first quarter of the game. Booth goes to Fodawaker this time. Bulldogs defence under pressure. Brimson to Fermor. Not a edging towards that touchline, but he shows great strength to stay where he wanted. Set up for a big shift to the left-hand side. He straightens. Sexton on the left-hand side. Receives from the U. Created the overlap. Lovely hands from Bulldogs. Simon is just short.
That's a great tackle from Kyle Flanagan.
Sexton now dropping it over the top. Rolls reversed as he looked for Booth. And Tino Fasuamala-Awi spilled the chocolates when a try was beckoning.
Yeah, I think he was quite surprised there. The ball coming to him that quickly. Fasuamala-Awi couldn't clean up. Clumsy hands from both sides over the last couple of sets. Here's a tackle from Kyle Flanagan. Just kept alive, back on the inside. Crossfield kick. Should have made something of that. The bounce of the ball didn't favour Big Tino. When he'd been over, he's laughing about it now.
He might have been thinking about what kind of celebration he was going to come up with in hostile territory here if he had tidied that up and scored. Right under the black dot. So they get away with one there, the Dogs. Forced offload from Burns, and it works out just fine. Addo Carr comes back inboard as Thompson got in his eye line. The former Bulldog who debuted back in 2014, played 35 games in all. And the blue and white with Corey Thompson. Marshall King. And it's inside the 40, so in a signalling set restart, it becomes a penalty from Ben Cummins.
They don't mind that style of footy. The Bulldogs throwing it around. Already a few offloads to start the game. So put them in good field position again. Had to hang on up the other end of the field, but like the Titans when they're going to score their second try, but Tino had knocked on. So the Doggies have got. They won't die wondering the way they keep the ball moving.
For ball. Now King. And they're in position to put a head play on. Burton moves into position. Receives now. Stretched out. Ben Cummins had a great view. And I don't think there's much joy here for the number 17. Or is there?
Tackle 3. I have no try.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah, they're going to look at it.
Can you please confirm that that's the case? If there's hands in there.
Saying that they've got a great combination, these two. Forterra, marring up. Gets over the top here. Does he get enough?
So you see,
Oh, it's not down on the way down.
he loses the ball short of the line.
Can you see what happens?
It's knocked out by Fillmore.
But you're allowed to in a scoring
Yep.
situation. So Ben Cummins immediately said to Jared Sutton to try and
Yeah, okay, mate.
clarify the ruling for the bunker there.
No, just short, mate. Okay, so we're going to knock on short of the goal line. We've got a scrum. Scrum here. We're going to go
Ben Cummins just finding his voice again there, Block, after
A little bit of popsy squeak there.
big gulp from Ben, and he's ready to go again. So that's the difference between a 20-metre tap and a 10-metre scrum, of course, whether it was knocked on in the field of play or in the end goal. And that's what they were just clarifying.
It's had a fair bit of footy in this game too. Both sides scored one apiece and had the opportunity to score another.
Got a sore throat, Ben Cummins. He passed his COVID test today, Block, right?
Getting some throwies.
Do you read chat? Of course I do.
I shan't be shouting.
Don't forget, after this game, the West Tigers will take on the Cowboys.
Why don't shut people up? Don't tell them to shut it if I feel like shutting something in the video. Which I shut people up before, but I only shut people up sometimes, so if I was to shut you up, it would only be in a video.
Ought to be celebrated.
Which I think I'll be doing a shut in a couple weeks'
No
time.
room to move for Furmore and company. Good competitive clash here so far. Kick from Sexton was difficult. It made it look easy. Dave Carras, the 20-year-old. child who's already caught the eye in his first 9 games in the senior side. There's Burns looking for work. He had the long-term hamstring injury as well, returned last week against the Rabbitohs. His former team who did that injury against earlier in the campaign. Marshall King taking meters, up over halfway. Faisal Malaawi called out, not square at marker and not involved in the tackle, so they get to the last. Burton. Plenty of time for Adokar. Eyes on the footy. And the challenge off the hands of who? Set restart for the Dogs.
Oh yeah.
And they're setting up for a play on the right-hand side now. They've got them shot to bits if they go early. And they're going left instead for Adokar at first receiver. And they missed the trick there.
And that's where you need your halves to take control. Have a look.
Now Flanagan trying to fend off Booth, who's stuck to the task. Important. Tenacious stuff from the number 9. And now
Yes!
they're
Damn.
going to miss him, aren't they? Jeremy Marshall King when he becomes a Dolphin in 2023. But that was a late work from the number 9.
Yeah, they got the repeat set that they needed. Good run around the dummy half, isn't he, Marshall King? Sums it up, throws the dummy over to the left-hand side and just scoots under. Scores the try. This is all from the repeat set. Burton's boot. Knock back. They're unlucky not to score there. That was great cover defence there and scramble from the Titans. And here's the show and go. Inside shoulder. Marshall King goes over.
I just checked if there was any interference with the man who played the ball and whether that created an obstruction that I think Tino Faisal Malaawi is still complaining about. And it is confirmed, as we saw from Jared Sutton with the bunker. Matt Burton will be able to convert this try, restore the Bulldogs' 8-point lead, and they've still got this guy in reserve.
I'll tell you what, I'll be putting him on after 20 minutes anyway. Give him a little bit of a taste. I'm sure he can walk for 20 minutes and look into that half time, have another rest, and away he goes. In the second half, Pangai Jr. 41 offloads this season. He's the number 1 man.
By a mile.
He can offload the football, standing in tackles. We'll get him out there now. 14-6. And some more points, I'll put him out.
Sunshine. It might just develop into a shootout here at Combank Stadium. Marshall King's try gives the Bulldogs that 14-6 lead, and there's Flanagan's work. And Booth was complaining immediately there, Blocking. You're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I reckon he slipped over. He made it look a little bit worse than what it was. All from the repeat set there through Matt Burton's boot. Doggies are in again.
Take us into the mind of Faisal Malaawi being public enemy number 1 blocker. Did you ever experience anything like this, being booed with every touch?
Booed from Santa Claus. What are you talking about?
Was it also in England where you became public enemy number 1 block, or around Sydney?
I played the Flex Boyd over and he looked so I was lucky I did. They picked on him a bit more than that.
These Bulldogs fans have not missed him today, each and every touch. Now Burton. Shot, taking the line up. His 26th game in first grade today. King just spinning his way through.
Tell you, it's been good. Vaughan and King. Vaughan's already run for 80 metres, having a field day.
Shot. Sideline looms, and they bury it. Great work. Furmore and Thompson.
You can see Shock just trying to get his balance to head back in field, but they held him up. That's good defence. Trying to get down the outside of his men. And that's a good play there from the Titans. It's a big play. bit of a badge of honour getting booed. I reckon they'll be cheering by the end of the day. He's already run for 63 metres. No, are we?
You reckon the Dogs fans will be cheering it?
Sorry?
You reckon the Dogs fans will be
Yeah,
cheering
at the end of the day, maybe he'll have a blinder for sure. Bit of badge of honour.
There he is again. And running right over Josh Jackson almost. Brings some quick hands for Herbert. Again. He's not shying away from it. Second hit up on this set. Sets them up 30 out. More complaints. It's a running battle. And he's alleging an eye gouge, is he? And that's why Ben Cummins says this is serious.
Just wait a second. He's accusing that he's scraping across the ice, mate. Well, he's taking a turn out, we've got it. Hey, what, take him back. Yep.
That's Corey Waddell, whose hand was around the eyes.
I don't think he's trying to eye gouge him there as such. He's trying to dig his finger in there. But it's bad. It's a bad look.
Okay. You beat around the face. Around the face. It's on report. And there you go. I'll get you. Don't go there. Just wait there, mate. Tino.
So not quite the headlock that Tino had Burton in Origin, or a face massage.
It's a bad look.
Just wait there.
Trying to around the eyes. Not a good place to start.
He was about to play it on the last there. Tino Funstall, Mala'awi. He alerted the referee to what went on and gets his team the first set. And has them turn out here. Sexton. Set up Boyd. Flanagan had a great read on him.
Well done.
Isaac Liu. Sexton saying we want to go left. And then comes right. And it doesn't get past Fonalaker, but there's another set restart here. Bulldogs defence absorbing plenty of pressure. Bo Fermor, a regular try scorer. 5 this season. Not a bad strike rate for an edge back row.
Oh, you got it, yes! Not again. He's gone. Oh, yes!
Just a little bit of indecision in that set there from the Titans. He summed it up. Great anticipation. I suppose the only question was he onside? Ooh.
Oh.
Right on the goal line, but what a chase there from Young Fafita on the other side of the field. But that car just pins the ears back. What about this for a celebration? Had the ball cleared the ruck there? I've got my doubts. Anyway.
Yeah, so clearing the ruck block, when does the ball clear the ruck? When the dummy half gets his hands on it? When he passes it? What's the trigger for Addo-Carr to leave, do you think?
Well, I think it's when it's in their hands, when they're ready to pass the ball from the dummy half. But it's always so hard to tell from that position because you're on the goal line, they're only a metre out from your line. The ball went in between the bloke playing the ball with his foot on the ball. As soon as it rolls into that ruck, I suppose you're allowed just to take off. He's that quick, it's hard to tell. Anyway, it was spectacular. Give it to him.
So often when that kind of intercept happens, it is immediately a penalty blown by the referee because of what you're talking about. But Addo-Carr is so quick that he gets the benefit of the doubt here. And what a celebration that was. What a moment for those kids who got the seat in the front row to be able to join in. That celebration was Aaron Clark and the number 14 jumper you saw in the background there preparing to come on after being a starter last week in the lock role.
Oh, what a great try by Josh Akar. Josh Akar gets a double. And Josh Akar just intercepted it and just went the length up the field.
Put the foot down a little bit harder.
A test for Burton. Remain perfect today. Oh, he does in some style. 20 points to 6, and the Bulldogs go past that 18-point barrier yet again. 7th time in 8 games since the bye, and we're only 25 minutes in here. So there he is, foot on the line. He sees the ball going towards the dummy half, but by definition probably takes off before it has cleared the ruck.
You know what changed it? It looked like they were going to go to the left-hand side, and the dummy half picked the ball up and then went back the blind. So that give you that bit of split second there to make the decision. They're going to go with it. I think he's quick enough to do that. They look to the other side of the ruck there.
Here he is, pressure on to Vita Pango Jr. against Tino. And they want to finish this one. Referee gets involved and it's about to kick off after Tavita Pango Jr.'s first touch of the ball.
Now, lose it. Well, he got me out of his seat there. Love it when they go after each other. Legally, of course. He picked him out too straight at Tino. Was that a shoulder charge?
There weren't a lot of arms involved. Watch this race. That's the first coming together. Tino Suamala, you read what Tavita Pango Jr. said heading into this game. Fuse was lit, and we just saw it really ignite here. There he goes again. Suamala, third or fourth man in. Flanagan, Fatala Mariner keeps on knocking on the door on that left edge. Marshall King already a try scorer. Goes to Flanagan, just teases the pass to Max King, and there's no reward here. He's held up, and that's a hander.
Oh, I tell you what I like. The players in motion there in that set play there from the Dogs. Unfortunate not to score there. It's King again, twice in that set. It's good football, aren't they, the Dogs? Give a watch.
I think the minute being a drink on the field.
Report that Tino has left for a break. Taking off behind the goals as Philip Sami picks up amazing metres on that run. Replaced by Jamin Jolliffe. Big Tino.
Tell you what, he had 10 runs in his first stint too. Didn't shy away from it, the contest. Great effort.
So Aaron Clark goes into that lock roll again. Booth still on the ground playing as the dummy half. And Clark's performance last week was given rave reviews as he started ahead of Fasour Mala'awi, who was coming off the Origin exertions. Casey in that fullback role, a position that he's played for Mounties 10 times last year and once for the Bulldogs New South Wales Cup team this year.
Yo, chat.
Not unfamiliar.
I just realised the intercepts Josh Akar got started from the Roosters
to fill in for Avarillo
and
this week, including
the Parramatta Eels.
who's doing great things at the
Then Matt Burton is getting a lot, and Matt Burton, not Matt Burton, Josh Akar is getting a lot of intercept tries. So yeah.
Jared Jolliffe. Look at the spiral. Grimson takes it on. And a clean catch by the fullback. He's got confidence levels that are off the charts, as we saw in the pre-game interview, AJ Brimson, and he made that look easy.
It was a great take, wasn't it? I think everyone, he's such a good hitter of the ball, Bert. I reckon everyone watches the ball go up too. Not the fullback that time is Brimson. That was a great take.
Salami proving elusive in that centre role, isn't he? Back-to-back good runs. Here's Clark. Ball playing responsibilities. Great read defensively, but shot missed Brimson. Or bounced away at least. He didn't find Sexton. Booth accepted the pass and got some kind of kick away. Decent starting position this on this set. As Casey brought it back.
Oh! Oh, you gotta be kidding me, not again. Let's go!
Race onto the corner. Brilliant tackle. From the Titans fullback. Rounded him up just in the nick of time. But it's still on for the Dogs. Marshall King, offload.
Oh, yes!
And Marshall King, a try, and now the try.
Oh, now Matt Burton, who gets one. I think that's his first try since he went up against the Panthers, to be honest.
He gets the offload. Here's the break. The Residents, look at the speed. Just fends away from Tanner Boyd. And what about this for a tackle? That's legendary stuff there from the fullback. I don't know whether he was putting the touch there before he got the ball back in field. But here it is. Marshall King, just watch him explode in between two players. Arms free. Second man in play. Burton scores. Sakama.
Sets him up for a try in game number 50.
See what the problem is with the Tigers. The kicking game is poor. Tanner Boyd and Sexton. There's no real thought process going into it. Being able to trap the inexperienced fullback for the Dogs. And again.
Not sure where that celebratory kick went up. It might have gone out of the stadium block when Burton gets hold of it from outside the in-goal area.
I don't think we talk enough about the tackle there from Brimson. I know
He's
at
good.
the end of the day, the next play, the Dogs score, and rightfully so.
He's good.
On the play, but
He's good. Oh, what do you mean? He's good. Matt Burton did. Yeah, Burton's good. Yeah, what a show. Bulldogs are putting on you. I come bank stadium.
So to convert his own try, and they've been going up in sixes more often than not today after taking the early shot. That penalty goal and the 2-0 lead, and they've been building on that.
Yep, easy conversion by Matt Burton.
Bulldogs fans have great numbers today on a sunny Sydney afternoon, liking what they're seeing. But this Carraz, look at the balance when he goes through the line here, and I just want to clarify, I think he's okay. Grimson taking him over the touchline, but he gets the ball away in time here as we slow it down, and yet legs are airborne before he gets rid of it there, Block.
yeah, that was great camera work, wasn't it? But we go to the finish of the play here. Marshall King has been a player for them this season. That was filthy to let him go up to.
Short kick off, it was on, but he got too much of it, and Burton, what a tidy up effort that is as he pops some knees in the back for his trouble. How's the action, Jake?
No way to go.
Oh, yeah, the atmosphere is fantastic, guys. You wouldn't know these two teams are down the bottom of the ladder. The Bulldogs fans are absolutely loving it, and they love him.
Well, the Bulldogs are leading 26 points to 6
This year, such a fine
so far.
on that wing spot, and he's signed till 2024, so he's a player for
The Bulldogs are leading the Bulldogs are leading 26 points to 6. Chat, I wonder Matt Burton will probably take a field goal just to wrap up the first half, because he done it before.
Play that here. So there's 6 more if he tidies up shot. A little bobble was spotted by the eagle-eyed Ben Cummins.
Knock on.
And Shop had 2 backs at it, one with
Play
him.
down, so we've got a scrum.
Just mixing their kicking game up a little bit this time. The grubber in behind. There's Burton cleaning up off the kickoff. Got the short side, just mixing that up.
Back to
There's
tackle
a little
1.
wobble.
Got a charge down. Bulldogs are challenging the knock on by Addo Carr.
Mistaken identity there.
Very challenging.
Aaron Shop, who tried to tidy up.
A little bit of a difference too, isn't it?
Oh, shoot, sorry, shoot.
That's it.
Shoot.
Correcting himself. Well done.
Shoot / Shop.
Yep.
Josh.
Yep. Bulldogs chasers are on side. Ball is charged down, restarting the tackle count.
Let's hope Josh Akar didn't knock
He
it in.
turns his body here. I think there's a double little attempt to pick up, and that'll constitute a knock on.
Aaron Shot then knocks the ball on.
What?
Challenge is unsuccessful.
Aaron shoot. Knocks the ball towards himself. And he knocked it down. That's a charge down. Off the kick, yeah. It's not a knock on. Yeah.
What?
Went about 8 metres backwards as well on the charge down. They've had a pretty
If
good
the-
the Dogs, but they've got that one.
Well, I thought I was knocked on by the Titans to begin with,
Yeah, it's a problem.
because the Titans charged down and knocked the forward, and then the Bulldogs just picked up and somehow they knocked it on, so I don't get it.
They've really fell down with their kicking game.
Maybe Corey, right here. Lamina.
Oh! Massive hits. Jolliffe confronted front on. Credit to him to get some metres after contact, but Herman, SA was lining him up from a long way out.
Release the leader.
I beg your pardon, Joe Stimson.
Stimson
In the
was-
number 16 jumper.
Tell these both sides that they're playing for nothing. Some great collision so far.
Furmore trying to get through the tackle of Burton.
Here, now, here. All the way. Go.
Sexton, decent kick here. Pressure. Oh, he's done it again. A fan favourite, Jacob Carraz.
How good's that? Just watch the way that he attacked the ball. Pretty difficult. He's on the run there. Leaps in the air and takes it. Doesn't sit back and rest on his laurels after he made that 60-metre break. Still wants to be involved in the game.
9 games into his career, the 20-year-old. What a talent. Haven't played finals since 2016, but things are looking up heading into 2023, aren't they, for the Dogs, who get the likes of Reed Marnie and Willie Army kick out to come to town.
Josh Jackson, has he been hit around the melon here?
Yep.
There's the high one. Yep, that's a bad one. That'll be put on the report
penalty.
under the penalty. That's from Jolliffe. Hasn't been on the field that long. The one thing about Josh Jackson, he doesn't lay down. He was stunned by that.
What a weapon. Divine touch. Burton picks up big metres. And the expectation is for these Bulldogs fans that there's another try coming here. Flanagan, right up the middle. There's no way through. Wilson closing the door. On Jackson. Almost over a centimetre short. Big check it all out.
Jerry, table 3. Okay, no try.
We're it's got a bit of a chalk
Got a
here.
bit short.
Stimson, who pulled off that big hit moments ago, is celebrating the meat pie here.
Could be the try celebration. He might be just jamming here. Runs over the top. He's had a couple of big hits here since he's come on.
So we're going to see if Joe Stimson gets the ball to the line.
Only needs to be a little bit of that white line on the ball.
Thanks, David. Thanks, mate.
He's celebrating. He thinks he scores.
Yeah. Yeah, just looking at all available angles to see if we can see definitively where the ball gets to.
Short, you know.
Yeah, conclusive evidence required, of course. The on-field call was no try.
I think he's just short.
There is no angle to suggest that the ball has got to the line. The live decision will be supported.
Yeah, dude. Thanks, mate.
And they're all back in position, the Bulldogs. Ready to go again. No try.
He scored 11 tries throughout his career, and he was desperate for that one.
Here.
Plays it a metre out. Here he comes, Pangai Jr. taking on all comers, and well done to Sexton to hold him up initially. Burton moving it on to Flanagan. Almost putting Stimson through a hole. Now Flanagan. What a pass!
Yes!
Against Jojo Fafita, keeping those legs airborne again. 30 points in the first half. It's their most in a first half
Jerry.
in 6 years.
And that's some sort of pass from Kyle Flanagan.
No try.
No try
He
again.
confirming goes into touch there, please.
Look at the pass over the top.
Jacob Kiros. Yeah.
Fingers crossed he doesn't
So we're going
get
to see if Jacob Perez remains in the field of play.
Oh, he's-
ground the ball.
He's out.
Yep. Jacob Carraz puts a foot on the touching goal line.
Some sort of play from Fafita. Great strength shown.
The 19-year-old with a try saver
Just holding their case.
for a team that has struggled defensively and some damage done in attempting to put it down for Carraz, but he'll soldier on.
So what a try saver by the Titans. And then the Bulldogs would have gone to 30s if they scored.
First time they got to 20 points in the first half in 3 years. And their most 6 years now, they've gotten to 26.
Who scored?
It was SASA.
No one but.
Clark.
Yeah, I think it was about to be Jack
Space up the
Brads.
middle.
Well, I think that's the name.
Junior able to finish off Jolliffe and then knock the ball out, and he was not square at marker.
Watch it now, watch it.
But then
Booth out of his weight division.
Don't go in, don't go in.
You don't need much to light the fuse. Big Pangai, do you? Just said something to him there, Booth. I don't think I'd be mouthing off on 26, 6 down.
He's just made for a boxing career, isn't he? With a junior at the end of it. To hit a Pangai Junior for the ring
Because
announcer.
they generally double up, don't they?
Junior. It's all action when he's on the ground. He'll be on main event before you know it. Confronts Jolliffe again, who bounced his way around the corner. Clark puts his man through a hole.
And now they will get.
Save.
Oh,
And
did
the
they?
defensive work from the Dogs, having to turn him on his side. I think they've done the job.
Is that Declan Casey with that tackle? What about that for a tackle? Geez, we've seen some pearls in the first half. Try saver. Well done to the kid. Didn't have the greatest of debuts a couple of weeks ago against the Sharks, but good on him. That's a great tackle.
You need to check whether he gets the ball down there.
Yeah, Casey's played right wing, left centre and fullback in his first 3 games. Showing his versatility.
Just checking it, mate.
So looking to see if Herman SASA gets the ball to the ground in the in goal. Ball is initially up.
No way does he.
Just like that.
Cole Flanagan did well too to come in and assist. They just rolled him over just at the last second. Oh, he's never on the ground.
Ball is up initially. And remains up.
Great effort by Casey against the much bigger man who was at full speed, fully wound up, was SASA, who has to play it now 10 out. Tanner Boyd waits short side, but they go open for Clark, who's done some nice things in that ball playing role. Little kick in behind, and it sits up nicely for Fafita. 4th try of the season. And a bonus try before half-time for the Titans.
Can you imagine that charging at you with a little grubber kick in and behind. The feeder gets the bounce. There's a second man play there. Sexton with the grub kick. He's onside. Nice and level. Nice bounce for him too. That's what he can do. Titans score in the stroke of half-time.
.34th try overall in his career. Gives them some hope heading into the second half. Trying to turn this one around. So much niggle in this game as well that could all explode in the second 40 the way it's been going, Block.
You want to see a contest, don't you? So both sides have been going at it. Some strong defence, I would say, especially around the middle, but the Bulldogs have been able to just pull this opposition apart. It's a good time to score for the Titans right on half time, but unfortunately for the Doggies got pulled up a couple of times up the other end too, so a good time to score for them.
Won't swing back enough for Sexton, so a 16-point deficit for the Titans as we appear set to head to half-time after one more play.
Down by 16, guys. You have to wonder how the Titans use Jaden Campbell in this second half. Sitting on the bench, you make a fullback is a real strike player for them. We haven't seen him yet, but they're down by 16 and they need some kind of result here. I wonder how he'll be used.
He's wondering the same thing. He was having a yawn before we got to him on camera there.
Well, if you're behind like that, maybe you put him back to fullback and you put Bridson up to 5'8", 2 attacking players, so you can see what they do.
And one final play before half-time, and the Bulldogs have absolutely dominated the first 40. They lead it 26 points to 10.
Yes, a great first half there from the Canterbury Bulldogs, piling on the points as they have done the past couple of months. This man here, Josh Adokar, with a great intercept, try length of the field. The Titans go on the scoreboard there late to bring themselves back into the contest for the next game. The Cowboys take on the Tigers. Let's get to Brent Tate, who's standing by with the West Tigers. Milestone there.
James Tarmo from 11 nights to 300 premiership games. Have you given yourself a moment to sit back and reflect on what's been a wonderful career?
Yeah, Tatey, not yet. I don't think it's actually sunk in yet. I don't think it'll sink in until I'm running out with the young ones out in the field, or even until after the year. I'm not too sure, but 300 games, as you know, most players, just want to play that one game and live the dream. But 300, I'm very fortunate to.
Actually, man,
Plenty of speculation around team selections. You've got Hastings at 13.
I'm not too sure if I will actually watch him though.
Combination for the Tigers.
Tigers and Cowboys.
I think we've got
Do that
we just
too.
need those players on the park. Those names that you mentioned, Tatey. They've
Quite
all
a
got
few
their
of them
abilities.
at the time.
Jacko, I think, can
So you
handle
know
himself in the middle.
that strings up, I'll put my
put
time
his body in
to
front. He's got big
I've
plans
got
today.
something I had to do
I
after
thought he
this.
proved it last week against
Yeah.
Perth.
No, it's actually sure, but things.
Cowboys are sitting
I think
second
I
in the
have
ladder. If the
to
Tigers
do
aren't
something,
beaten today,
but
we're
yeah.
going to target them.
Mate, they've got threats all over. They've got that strong middle. They've got Robson there in the middle. Their back rowers, outside backs. Mate, it's very hard. We're going to have to play a full 80 minutes and have 13 men who are on the field competing for that whole 80 minutes.
James, congratulations on a wonderful career. Good luck today.
Thank you very much, Tatey. Thank you.
Yeah, big game for Jimmy Tamo coming up for the West Tigers up against the Cowboys. 300 games. It's huge.
Yeah, massive. Obviously had a wonderful career up at the Cowboys, winning a premiership with them in 2015. Lucky enough to play with James in a number of Origin games, and he was just so big and athletic. Obviously moved on to the Panthers, where he brought great experience and leadership at a time when they had a lot of young kids coming through and proved vital in terms of where they're at now. And he's gone to the West Tigers and trying to do so again at the back end of his career. And yeah, been a wonderful player mate, for a long time. Huge milestone for him today. Congratulations to him. 300 games, great achievement.
Yeah, great effort, great achievement. Big game for them coming up against the Cowboys. And don't forget, we're going to watch this first half, second half after the break. The Cowboys, the Bulldogs in the lead over the Titans. And on Tuesday night, Matty John sits down with Aussie boxing star Harry Garside to hear his journey to becoming a professional and his unique perspective on success and life.
Is Harry Garside boxing or is
Man, I've got question a lot. Me, trying to separate the identity that I latch myself to being a boxer, being this person, this tough guy that I've always searched for, and also knowing that I'm also so much more than that, and I'm trying to separate myself from that. So
Yep.
I'm not latched to the identity and struggling. Come on.
to endure winter, the group huddles together. They work together, move together. Never alone, always as one.
How to win a famous $10,000.
Get your paws out of there.
The Bear's Gone from Bundy and Cola and alcoholic ginger beer packs. Pick one up, scan it, and if you find him, you'll win 10 grand.
If you want to hit harder tomorrow, you need sports nutrition you can trust today. INC Sports Nutrition is banned substance tested and informed sports certified. INC Sports Nutrition, powering tomorrow, today.
Why Time Power? It's more than just the power of lower prices. You get the power of Australia's biggest independent.
You get the power of a big range of big brands.
The power of a team of experts.
And the power
Oh,
of
it's
service
about back.
that is becoming there.
Because
Yeah, well, I think it was Aaron Booth's fault because he was looking out on the left-hand side, which gave Addo Carr that split second. They looked like they were going to go to the left. He turned back around to go back up the short side, and Addo Carr was already there. The fans love him. Everyone loves him. He's near on the number one man in rugby league, Addo Carr. The Fox.
They love it. Hunting another hat-trick. Away we go in the second half. Potential for this thing to explode with this guy on the ground. Tracy Roy. Junior at some stage again.
I'm back, boys.
There's people in the media box writing
I'm back,
just about that battle today, Block.
Yeah, who is it? I mean, look, I love it when there's two guys going at it and trying to get on top of each other. Legally, of course, but a bit of physicality in a contact sport.
Here it goes again. Good safety from Thompson. Got his hands full with Addo Carr.
did well not to drag him into touch. That would have been a penalty.
I just see Corey Thompson with some of those the basic runs we've become accustomed to. Not enough good players in their side. They get Campbell on the field. They wouldn't be thinking attack now, the Titans.
Aaron Clark taking them on. Using Sami, who was tough to contain. Later stages of that first half. Good purchase on that from Sexton, but an easy take for the Bulldogs custodian today. Declan Casey. Another important try saver in that first half as well. There's Carraz. He's run off that ankle issue.
I think a lot of people see the work that Addo Carr does at the back end of the field. We know when he gets the ball into space.
Left behind. It was a tough pass together for Pangai as we check in with Jake Duke on the sideline.
Yeah, Titans coach Justin Holbrook. There's a lot of pressure on him with his second half. He's down on the sideline now, riding this second half with his team. He just wants them to show some composure. There's plenty of time to get back into this one. While Bulldogs coach Mick Potter, he said he's expecting a Titans ambush. He just wants them to tighten up their defence and not get sucked into the niggle that's been going on in this game. Just play footy, finish the match off. We just saw Tavita Pangai Jr. there. He's back on the field now. He was taken off just before half time. That was actually for a HIA. He passed and has now returned.
Utilising those minutes in the half-time break to serve the required time. Boyd off the back of the strike. Titans getting creative for Brimson. Racked up more than 200 metres last week against the Broncos. The Titans number one. Boyd again. This time for Feeder. Into his second try of the afternoon. Clark doing some nice things in the middle of the ground for the Titans. Herbert eventually taken down by Burton. He'll play it on the last.
I think this is...
Who wants it? Off a Bulldog's head and kept alive cleverly by Jolliffe. 6 again is the run.
Okay, we've got 6 again. Tackle 1.
Geez, I'm glad they haven't had a look at that. Just straight away the referee makes the decision. Advantage to the attacking team. They didn't go up and have a look at it. Here they go. Try and hang on here, the Bulldogs. Titans last to score in the first half.
The Booth plays it at the start of a fresh set. Clark. And Thurmore, they were ready and waiting for him. Oh, Clark. It was an awkward tackle for Marshall King and kept alive. The Titans with the offloads now. For Feeder. A little bit of room to move, but the Bulldogs' defence was strong. From side to side go the Gold Coast. And Thurmore with some footwork. Good signs here of a potential comeback in the second 40. Little double pump for Clark.
Not again! You are kidding me! Oh my god!
This time, but he's not giving up. Another hat-trick for Johnson. And the celebrations are off the charts today from the Fox.
Joshua Carr's the king. Joshua Carr's like.
Early in this second half, have been one-on-one and they've been special.
Joshua Carr's is too good with intercepts. He was ready for that. He was ready for that one.
Whatever you want to call it, once he gets the ball, how good is it watching him in motion, scores the try, celebrates. Carr gets another one.
7th career hat-trick, 2nd as a Bulldog. And he dodged a projectile there midway through his journey as well. Had to watch out on both sides, did Addo Carr. You don't see that, do it?
I hope they find the imbecile that did that. Get him out of the ground.
He is the Bulldogs Superman today. Josh Addo Carr closing in on 150 career games and a 7th career hat-trick. How many is he going to wind up with at the end of his career? Just 26 years of age.
Oh my god.
Just brings great energy.
That's the second time this season Joshua Carr got 2 intercepts in a row. Joshua Carr got 2 intercepts. Okay, yeah, so Joshua Carr got 2 intercepts when they played against the Parramatta Eels, and Joshua Carr scored.
Another 80 metres for that one. His
Wait,
run
is
is
it?
already blocked. 260 metres run today. More than half an hour to go.
Yeah, I think Joshua Carr got 2 hat tricks against in the Eels game, and then I think he got a.
In 16 games.
I know he got intercepted against the Roosters, and then now.
The last time he scored was a
So he got
he was back in round 14, so he is back on the try scorers list tonight. Too fast, and he gets the Bulldogs.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Joshua Carr only got 1 intercept against in his last game when he scored a try. Yeah, because I forgot there was an intercept off another Bulldogs player. So Joshua Carr only got 1 intercept on the Roosters match when they played against the Roosters. Then he got 1 intercept against the Eels, and today he gets 2 intercepts and scored them both. So yeah.
The new dummy half. They're heading the Fox's way again. He's maintaining his width. And it doesn't get to him. Shot coughed it up again. And immediately Addo Carr just said, forget about it to Aaron Schott, get back in the defensive line and we move on.
I think he'd be great for those young blokes too, with all his experience from the Melbourne Storm. Very vocal out there, Addo Carr.
Clark now assuming dummy half responsibilities. Tanner Boyd, another option there as well, as Booth has left the arena. And Tony Campbell on as well, so the interchange bench has been worked hard here by the respective coaches. Here's Brimson.
They reckon I want Joshua Carr will be looking for another intercept. They're kicking.
Batted back for Campbell. He knows he's got his winger out there, but he couldn't find him, and Sexton is swapped.
That's good defence there for the Dogs. Good ball watch. Throwing caution to the wing now, the Titans. Just keep coming up to put the pressure on. They get the football back now, the Dogs.
All kinds of pressure on Justin Holbrook now coaching from the sideline. We're watching from upstairs in the first half. Don't forget, game 2 on our Sunday ticket, the Cowboys against the West Tigers. Coming up from North Queensland.
I've got 2, yep.
Penalty coming up here. SASA will be placed on report for this work on from Braden Burns.
Looks like Canberra's gone back to fullback. Tannerboy in the dummy half. Brimson into the halves.
Concussion check for Braden Burns. And he's okay after popping the crusher. SA thinks he's got nothing to worry about, judging by his reaction. But it did give the Bulldogs the opportunity to find touch once more. Hangai Jr. And he's shot back on the angle. Flanagan. Hangai Jr. once more. Got rid of Furmore first time around. Tanner Boyd making sure that ball wasn't loose, but he got it offload away after the call of held.
He's a handful, isn't he? There were 4 players around him then.
He's leading the offload count by 9 across the comp heading into this round. There's Fanatala Mariner. Had a great start to this game. Shot out of dummy half.
Yeah, but surely that was offside by the
In the
Titans.
moment, Addo Carr
Oh.
into acting dummy half. For Burton to stab one in behind, and it rolled the way of the Titans for a 7-tackle set.
Yeah, they put some pressure on him there. Burton didn't have the time that he's usually got. A little bit too much on that one. I think he was aiming for that right there, but the ball missed, goes dead in goal. 7-tackle set now, the Titans.
Push. And Clark's been doing some great work, and he earns his side a penalty here. Sexton bites off plenty with the touch find up, and they'll start 25 out here.
They've had some good field position to start this second half, apart from the Amo Carr intercept. They've had all the ball down this end of the Titans.
Heading towards Fafita's side again. They used him as a decoy this time. Looking dangerous already. There's Jaden Campbell. Clark, bit of footwork in the middle this time. Sexton throws the cutout ball, and O'Carr is hunting intercepts. He's already taken 2 to the house. Signalling for the kick was Brimson. Chance still, and Sami got there, I think. He's done some damage, but Philip Sami gets the try. Flanagan got a shocking bounce.
It was a terrible bounce there. He got himself in the right position there, Flanagan, but the ball bounced away from him. Sami with a good chase. As I mentioned, they've had a lot of ball down this end to start the second half. Look at that for a horrible bounce. Sami gets there.
The kick intended for Brimson, and Sami was just an observer following up for a moment there. And then
Did he got the?
sensed
Let's see if he got
that
the.
he was a chance to finish it off. And that's the way it wound up. For his 40th try.
Oh,
Bulldogs fans watching that replay on the big screen think there's still hope it could get taken off Sami, but it's okay to put down, isn't it?
I think it was. I don't think there was any separation there.
and it'll be try confirmed, guarantee it.
Flanagan.
Yep, try confirmed. Yeah, I feel like they should have checked that because it looked like he could have probably lost it.
He saw after that one. Destin to bring it back to a 16-point margin again. 32 points to 16. Well, Harvey Norman Women in League round returns next week. Round 20 of the NRL Premiership. The NRL will be celebrating those who are playing their part to rewrite the story of rugby league in Australia. From the women breaking tackles on the field to those breaking glass ceilings in the boardroom. The mums and dads who coach the junior teams and the daughters who play in them, they're playing their part. How will you play yours? Always a great round. So much going on throughout the week in the lead up to the footy on Thursday night and right across round 20.
There'll be a little bit of a reshuffle too. Declan Casey has been taken from the field with a head knock. The Docs on the sideline.
Chris Doctor. Okay. Just talk to him, mate.
He's still out there at the moment. Communication a bit of an issue at the moment. Ben Cummins talking to the bunker. And he's okay to stay on. Not set for the head injury assessment after all. What can they do off the back of points? Jolliffe turning his body to brace for contact. An awkward tackle the way Jackson was sat on his backside by Fafita. Goes again as Jackson gets involved in the follow-up. Stopped a stray elbow for his teammate. Josh Jackson in the wars today. Clark, busy again. Jolliffe, back to Clark. There's plenty of space now. What can they do with it? Sami gives it to Jojo. He did the discipline thing, ran away from that sideline. Still another play up their sleeve. They keep it in the hands for now. Dropped on the boot stylishly by Jaden Campbell, and they get a repeat set out of it. Brilliant set off the back of points.
Just done a little bit of ball movement there from the Titans. Aaron Clark it was. And that ball playing lock forward. Roll now. There's the grubber kick in and behind there from Brimson. You want your big players touching the ball there. The big moments. They'll get the ball back to the Titans. Then they go back to back.
Jeremy Marshall King has passed his HIA, guys. He will be able to return in about 3 minutes.
And they get there. Burton gave it some height, but Fafita stepped up in time and stepped out of the tackle. SASA had the arm free, but takes the tackle. Brimson for Sexton. And they wrap him up for Taylor Mariner and Burton. Campbell out of dummy half was so close. Great work at marker by Burton. Floating pass out in front of Clark. Now all the way out to Sami. Not down in time. Fafita for Boyd to go crossfield. Up they go. What a take that is! And the Titans have plenty of life now. The put down from Herbert after a spectacular take. And it's back to a 12-point margin kick to come.
Well, that was some sort of take, wasn't it? They're starting to play a little bit of footy now, the Titans. Since we've seen Campbell come on the field, they look a lot more exciting. There's the bomb perfectly placed. Herbert jumps above the pack. It's a beautiful take. Back-to-back tries now to the Titans. She's game on now.
Had a little juggle to bring it down, but no Bulldogs hands in there to take it away, and you saw Herbert signalling to his teammates, that is number one. After a trying season, he finally has his first try in 2022.
Well, the Dogs are giving him a little bit of a sniff to get back into the game. As I mentioned, scored right on half-time now. A couple of tries in the second half. Take away the Addo car. Intercept, the run 180 metres to score. And they'll be feeling pretty confident. Got all the field position in the second half, and they've come away with a couple of tries.
And Sexton has those flags raised again. The Titans on the comeback trail, J.Q.
Yeah, Patrick Herbert, his first try since round 25 last season, and gets the Titans back in this game. And right now they are staring down the barrel of an 8th straight loss. They've won just one of their last 13 games, and that was back in Magic Round. And it was inspired by that man. You were talking about what Jaden Campbell in that game against the Dragons. He had 13 tackle busts in that one. Kenny helped spark them into a massive comeback here. That man, Justin Holbrook, is really hoping so because he's under a fair bit of pressure, as you guys mentioned. So a big 21 minutes coming up here for the Titans.
Just watching Holbrook on the sideline, you can see how much this means to him. And here is that man, Campbell. They did trail 26 points to 6, but they're back within 10. And there's Herbert, inspired, ran over Marshall King, and is just back on the ground after that HIA. SASA has been running strongly. And his opportunities up over 70 metres run now. And Clark, they found something with the new role for him in the last couple of weeks. Campbell. Long time to slow him down that time. Burns really tested the friendship, holding him down. Up goes Sami. Another spectacular take, this time by the left centre. But he's wrapped up at the end of it all.
It was a great take. Everyone competing for that high ball. Oh, the Dogs, they're going to try and find some energy now.
Oh.
That's a good start to the set.
Only been 2 comebacks from 20-plus point deficits this season. And Gold Coast have been on the receiving end of both of those. Can they dish out one of their own? Ball knocked out there by Fafita. It's deemed a knock-on, and there's no more captain's challenge.
It was a nice tackle, strong tackle on Marshall King. He's just come back on the field.
Okay, down the middle. Scrum, clock's on.
Looked like in real time that he had a real slap at the footy here. And when you burn your captain's challenge in somewhat ridiculous fashion, you pay the price sometimes.
Clock's running. Let's go. Let's go. Find him in.
Interesting last quarter of the game coming up here before we head to North Queensland for the Cowboys against the Tigers to finish off the round. He's looking so sharp after that long-term hamstring issue. Jaden Campbell is called JC by his coach. He might be able to work a bit of magic here on the Sunday. JC.
It's a good call to get Victorino back out there, David, and a half to go. See if he can lift his side. The skipper.
Clark gets him involved. Brimson waits on the left. King back on to take him down. Sexton. Oh, what a read that was from Burton, and the pickup was mighty impressive.
No, he's a footy player. I reckon he jumps up and forward reserve and kick there, Burton. Just understands the game.
Otherwise, Jolliffe was in business on the chase.
It's Carraz again, just coming in further, mate. some yards for the Dogs with the offload. It's an impressive kid.
Pass out in front of Jackson, did well to hold on.
Last one, ball!
Bulldogs might need some more points to open their 32. Away the Titans fighting back here. The chaser called out of it. It was Flanagan who was in front of Burton when he unleashed his latest ball. He's 19 years of age, Jojo Fafita, doing some great things already in his first couple of games. Fonawaka returns. We had an overlap, but they were a little late getting up outside of Herbert that time. Thompson goes for going half and he's hunted down by Burton from market. Fans enjoyed that work. That's a decent height. The hit from Campbell. Oh, and the timing was fantastic from Fafita, but Casey held on through it all.
He was trying to make a difference for Fafita. He was the man that loosened the ball just a little bit early on Marshall King, then a good chase. I'd like to see his attack. See him get deep and run on the ball. A lot of times he gets it flat-footed. Makes it pretty easy for the defence.
Just the intercept from Addo-Carr for points in this second half so far from the Dogs. But here they come again, like at number 4. Addo-Carr, they roared for him, but he does the team thing and provides the try assist this time. Milton has a double in his 50th game. And they've got breathing room again, big time, the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I don't think the Titans will have a comeback now. It's pretty much all over. Matt Burton scored a double. I just realised that's the first time Matt Burton scored a double all year. And this is his first time scored a double playing as a Bulldog. Yeah, that's a try. Then Matt Burton somehow kept a hold of it. Then to Addo-Carr.
He's got one career hat-trick, Matt Burton. Back in Dubbo against Souths. In his Penrith days. Back in his hometown area. Very popular figure out there is Matty Burton.
Hang on, I'm not mistaken, or is it just... I know there was another Bulldog who scored, but mostly it's just been Josh Addo-Carr and Matt Burton.
What a team, man.
So I want Matt Burton have fought. I want Matt Burton can get his second career hat trick.
6 from 6 with the boot. 2 tries.
What about afternoon out in your 50th?
Get back to the start of the season when they struggled, failed to score more than 18 points in the first 10 rounds. And they've doubled that already in this one. Next week in Newcastle when Paul Vaughan will play his 200th game. Fancy doing some damage up there in the Hunter. And he has missed one. 6 from 7 with the boot. A rare blemish from Burton today. But so exciting to watch Addo-Carr. When he received this pass, the fans started roaring, but he saw Campbell in cover and he thought, I'll make a bird of it. And give it to Burton.
Showed his strength too to finish off there, Burton. Saxton got across there to make the tackle, but
it looked like Josh Addo-Carr and Matt Burton has a secret special handshake. I knew Matt Burton Had a good special handshake with Matt Burton, Todd, Drumlow, Nathan Cleary.
The Fafita connection, Jojo for Taven, who skipped out of a tackle. And Jackson in trademark fashion. It's amazing how often these short kickoffs come off. They've got depth on the right-hand side. Clark ran into Jackson. Fasul Malawi. Hearing those boos again is Tina. Oh, they hunted another intercept, didn't get it this time. Fafita has his first try in the NRL, the first of many. He made the short kickoff work, and now he turns it into another try for the Titans.
I think it's Brimson with the pass over the top. To see he deserves a try for Feeder. His effort, the short kick-off, they got the football back. This for a tackle from Burton. Watch this. On pick for Feeder. Put his body on the line there, but at the end of that set, back up the short side. This is the money ball. This pass over the top. Feeder scores. Good finish. He's chased everything here this afternoon, the young fella. He gets a reward with a try.
It's Braden Burns who tried to produce the intercept, didn't get there in time, and denied by the post is Sexton. It's a 10-point margin again, 12 to go. Jake.
Yeah, Jojo Defeater, he's only 19 years old and he ran for 186 metres on debut last week, the most ever for the Titans. He gets over here in the corner to kick this game somewhat alike. He's got 12 minutes left and he's a young rising star for this kid, a bright spot in what's been a sombre season for the Titans. He's played 8 games for the Tweed Seagulls in the Queensland Cup this year, scoring 7 tries. That's his first in the Titans colours.
We saw him in that under-19s Origin encounter as well. Leichhardt Oval, Queensland came up short against a very impressive New South Wales side. He's destined for big things. The teenager. Another check for the fullback. And he's passed it again.
He's in wards.
Ready to come off the back fence. Fasul Malawi. This time, it'll be Connor Laker's turn.
Okay, boys. Then it's left. Bulldogs 36, Gold Coast 26.
Plenty of time. The way this game's been going. For the Titans to force a grandstand finish. Ball comes loose here.
Yep, they're saying challenge, isn't it?
They've still got theirs up their sleeve.
Tell you what, there's some nice contact over the top there.
Yep, they're challenging it.
Jerry, captain's challenge. Titans are challenging the knock-ons, saying there's a strip in there.
Fermor was adamant.
Looking to see if there's any stripping action.
Yeah, there is, unfortunately.
The Bulldogs defender is just making a tackle.
There's no strip. What the hell? And most of those, like, every time it starts my tackles, most of the times when they say it's, when they challenge it, it's normally a penalty to kind of strip as well. But so that they're saying it was just make a tackle. Okay. So the Bulldogs only got one chance successful, and the Bulldogs challenged something else earlier for the game, and it was unsuccessful. Now 11 minutes to go in the second half. Titans challenged it, and it was unsuccessful.
Maybe when 12 points have come by those Addo Carr intercepts, and that's the difference maker today. Marshall keen by the force trying to push in the scrum to go down that short side. Tyler Mariner, strong running, kept the legs pumping to take them inside the red zone. Marshall King. Not afraid to take the line on already. A try scorer today. There is Paul Vaughan, who will have 200 games next week.
Oh,
King.
do you reckon Matt Burton? I reckon Matt Burton might do something here.
Now Burton throwing dummies.
Oh,
Was going to open up, but there was plenty of backup for the Titans who stand tall.
yeah, Matt Burton was looking for a hat trick. He almost did got a hat trick.
Couldn't quite get there that time. That's a little bit early. He's had an afternoon out. A quality player. Even this season, 16 forced dropouts he's been able to achieve for the Dogs.
Have not missed the hit up for home fans. Nothing expansive yet on this set. Chasing the game. High in the air from Brimson. Addo Carr fumbles and gives up a fresh set. They are still very much in the ball game. The Titans. Opportunity knocks on this set for Sexton to Campbell. Fermor running strongly. The legs tackle outstanding from shot. Quick play the ball though for Campbell to go to work. Ball comes loose. And communication between Ben Cummins and his touch judges, and they rule that all above board for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just trying to do a little bit too much there, Campbell. Exciting player when he does get the ball. Great leg speed. He's trying to do a little bit too much that time. It's been a pretty good afternoon too. Just 900 metres for the Bulldogs.
Offload from Fatala Mariner. Second in the comp across the entire season, averaging more than 11 a game in the offloads category, the Bulldogs. Burton down that short side, keeping it low this time. And the game management on display, leading by 10 with 8 to go.
Yeah, just a nice little walk to the scrum now. You see how urgent the Titans are to get back and form that scrum, or the turnover, sorry. See if they're urgent enough to get back behind the ball and just keep trying. Run this Bulldog side around.
What about that pass? To Brimson, out on the sideline. Bulldogs able to round him up before he did too much damage. And they get to Fafita as well. Clark for Sexton. Fermor always takes the line on, but through the hands may have tested the Dogs there with 3 men outside him. Through the legs of Fonawaker. Able to tidy up in time, the big man. He played that cleverly. It was a shocking pass. Sami trying to get there again. Was he taken out? Oh, the block was legal.
That block forward, that weak position, that ball playing that you see a lot of the NRL players or teams doing now. English style, ball playing locks. It's been good for the Titans.
Next few weeks for them, the Raiders, the Storm, and then Manly. So a tough run. Canberra buoyed by their victory yesterday. Burton goes there, and O'Carr is there in time. The take is outstanding though from Thompson. And does the little things right. Corey Thompson gets the back 9 on halfway. Oof. And the bumper bars up on Vaughan that time. Good Tina. Only inside the 20. 2 more plays on this set. They feel like they need to score on one of their next 2 sets, the Titans. They're a little gun shy, heading out towards Addo-Carr's wing now, with ball in hand. They come the other way.
Oh.
Carras, outstanding under the high ball again.
He's a good player, isn't he? One we're going to talk about for a long time. Raz takes it beautifully. Under pressure. Right in the back end of the field. Always willing to take the ball up.
Don't forget the Cowboys against the West Tigers next on your Sunday ticket. What about the Origin heroes returning today? Nano, Taulungi, Dearden and Holmes for the home team. Since you got a little quiet there, look. Vaughan, strong run. King off the back of it. Oh! Fodawaker targeting the ball, trying to jolt it free, and Stimson able to hold on after a massive hit. Liddell plays it. Burton, little kick in behind. Shot looking to time his run, and Thompson pulls the right rein again. 7 tackle set.
Ooh, he did well not to play it there, Thompson. Trying to get up, get on with the game.
He's getting Isaac Liu back out there with 3.5 minutes to go. All of his experience gained at the Roosters to help try and inspire his team here. I know he's trying to force an offload, but King sorted that. Here comes Isaac. Time ticking away for the visitors. So hard to take down as Clark kept his feet through it all. Brimson out the back. Campbell couldn't turn it back inside for Sami, but there's place left in this set. Did the teammates know the kick's coming? I don't think so. Sexton, with no one else on the same page, 3 Bulldogs there to take it. We get the 7 tackle set, but it's some friendly fire in there.
I was just about to say that they read it beautifully, didn't they, the Dogs? It was kicked high enough in the air there from Sexton. As you said, the Bulldogs desperate to get around that ball. Yeah, he's all right here. Burton is down. He's checking his knee.
Casey saying to his teammates, that's my role as fullback, but it's coming right down his full weight on the Burton legs. Oh. He's working his way back into the action is Burton. Great signs. was 2 intercept tries away, and it's a different contest here. Inside the final 2 minutes. The Bulldogs looking to pull 2 wins clear of bottom spot and jump up to 12th here. They did most of the damage in that first half. Marshall King was among the stars, and he's happy to hand it over a couple of metres out.
It's now game position there for the Dogs. The Titans only a couple of metres out from their own line. And they look like they're done to me. Titans, big effort here. Got themselves somewhat back into the game after being behind 26 to 10 at half time. They haven't stopped trying.
There's Patolo out there again, turned 21 yesterday. He'll be able to celebrate a little milestone tonight, perhaps, with the replacing Pango when he went to the HIA earlier in this game. He'll be a late run in. We saw Mala'au with the offload. Titans have to be perfect from here and kept alive. Brilliant interplay. Campbell fires it out to Fafita. And he'll try and keep it alive as well. Another intercept though. Tidied up by Perez. Justin Holbrook, a frustrated figure. His team will slump to an 8th consecutive loss here. 3-15 their record after today. But the Bulldogs fans begin to stand and salute the performance of their team, who found plenty underneath by scoring points for
one ball kept causing the next one. I'm not sure if I will live stream the Cowboys and Tigers. I'm not sure if I think I have to go up, but yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.